It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Fake. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down here and beat you little people.
Good run there. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This is Breida. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Justin Lane on the tackle.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. First down, Arizona.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
7-7, our score after 1.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Maher on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Good job right there.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football outside the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
14, he's coming straight.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Corey Littleton. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have step. Rush comes and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They'll set up to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And the Cardinals first down.
On first down, Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's a gain.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Waller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
48 for Mike.
Hey, Tank.
Gun. The Mike. Check. 48's the Mike.
Watch the pass.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check. Kill. Say.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Watch out. One glove. Check. Lucky. 14, got it.
On 1st down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Gain of 47.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the main field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Where's Twist? Where's Twist? Well left, well left. Hey, look 48. Look, hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Wilson on the
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey, alert 48. I'll go special.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
31's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Here's Breida, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Cardinals 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? Do you see the coaches signaling? All the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rico Gafford, touchdown number 15 of the year. They'll try and run with Drake. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Jalen,
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
They run again with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A quick toss outright. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They run for it with Breida. And he's into the clear. 30, 10.
Prime time,
and
baby.
He is in for the Seattle touchdown. Matt Breida, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Complete to Darren
68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
Cardinals.
Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Arizona.
They'll look to throw again. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15. And the Cardinal first down.
24.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rico Gafford, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
42.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. 14. Got you. Go.
They run with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout.
A loss of 2.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second and 12.
Check 48's the mark. Let's go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check safety. Look for signals.
On the handoff, this is Breida. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Rush in. Kill. Switch. Hey. 48 mark.
Watch the slants.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. this one good for 18. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Oh, what a move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
14. Hey, 0-0-0.
Now a give to Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.